All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our first review for the premiere episode of the next Walking Dead spin-off series to air. That is for Daryl Dixon. This is for Season 1, Episode 1, L'ame Perdue. Alright dudes, so we finally get to see the premiere episode for the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon spin-off series. Been looking forward to this one pretty much all summer since we saw the last episode for the Walking Dead Dead City. So we have 6 episodes of this new Daryl Dixon spin-off series, which has already been renewed for Season 2, and then there's 6 episodes for Fear the Walking Dead to finish off the ending for Fear the Walking Dead, and then next year we're going to be getting to see The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, and AMC's been able to sort out the strike situation, so they've been able to get some interim deals going, and so they're going to be able to continue working on their projects, even though, you know, different series and such. Season 2 for Daryl Dixon, Season 2 for Dead City, probably Season 2 later for The Ones Who Live, the Rick and Michonne spinoff series, even though the rest of Hollywood is going to be mostly on strike, or pretty much all on strike, and all other series delayed and all that stuff until that's resolved. So this first episode for Daryl Dixon, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. It's a little bit of an extended episode. Watched it AMC Plus streaming. AMC Plus streaming is now doing a Sunday release, midnight Sunday release instead of the Thursdays. I don't think it's a good idea. I think they should have just stayed with the Thursday release. I don't think it's good to keep switching and stuff like that. You know, you have sort of a model that you've set up. If it's a week early or 3 days early on like Thursday night, you can see it Friday or whatever. I think that makes sense. Having it air the same day, just getting to see it earlier is kind of like, it's all right. But I kind of think like they probably should make up their minds and kind of stick to it. Because as you're switching back and forth, you confuse the audience, and then people get feel a bit dejected because they're looking for it. They're paying for it on Thursday. It's not there. You got to wait till Sunday. So today's the day. Daryl Dixon spinoff series premieres today with L'ame Perdue, the Lost Soul, which is Daryl. It looks amazing. The episode looks absolutely amazing. We got to see it in the trailer. Daryl washes up on shore in France, and you see him kind of shipwrecked. And he's like, half dead, and he's, barely surviving and everything. And so it's a cool first episode. All the environment shots look incredible. Some of the best stuff we've ever seen in Walking Dead. There's a cool one where he's kind of like walking through, I think it's like a train tracks and stuff, similar to like Rick, where he's on horseback. Similar kind of shot to Rick on horseback for The Walking Dead Season 1 when he's going into Atlanta. Which is really sweet. It's really cool to get to see Daryl get his own series, and we'll have to see how many seasons it will last. Whether or not it's true that Carol will be joining in Season 2, we'll have to wait and see for next year, likely. So, feels for the first episode. So, I was a little bit concerned about the Daryl Dixon spinoff series because it was supposed to be a Daryl-Carol spinoff series. We're supposed to have both of them, but Melissa McBride was not able to do it because it's in Europe and, has family and stuff like that. So, totally cool, no problem. Maybe we'll see her in Season 2. That'd be great if we do. If not, that's okay too, because it is different to see a Walking Dead character in Europe. This is the first time we've seen a series like this. It does feel, for Walking Dead, it does feel fresh. It does feel original, but a little bit familiar with Daryl. The only thing with Daryl is he's not the most talkative character. He's kind of like a loner, quiet, maybe like Clint Eastwood, Walking Dead survivor type of character, right? So, but you do get some good action sequences in this one as Daryl is basically joining like a group of nuns. We have Clemence Posey as Isabelle, who seems like she's probably the number 2 character in the show so far. At least she seems like she's kind of like the most forefront of all the other French characters and everything. And I thought getting to see France was cool. And the language, it didn't bother me. I'm somebody who's used to watching anime and stuff like that anyway as well. So it didn't bother me to have to read, subtitles and such. We do also learn French in school here. So, I know some of the words and everything, can understand to a degree what they're saying. To a degree. Okay, all right. So she's a good character. I think she's a good supporting, character for Daryl for this series. We also have Romain Levy as Codrone, who comes across to me as sort of like I guess he's the main villain for the first episode, and got some cool fight scenes with him and Daryl right away in it. He comes across to me as like a French Walking Dead Bane type character. That's kind of the best way I can sort of describe him. I think he's great. He's got a cool look and everything like that, and very military-esque, good group of fighters with him, and you get to see Daryl kind of stuck in this mess of what's going on, and you got this Laurent kid who reminds me a little bit of Carl. He's got the hair and stuff like that, like a French Carl, I guess. And so Clemence Posey's character Isabelle thinks that Laurent might be this Messiah or something like this, or yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you guys know how like the religious fanatics can get kind of a little bit crazy sometimes. So it totally makes sense. But I love to see the weapons in this one. They have like all these older weapons, almost like muskets and gunpowder, small little Renaissance or older style weapons from the old world, from France and everything. And it's really cool, man. It's just a cool style. You've got some awesome spears and different things like this that Daryl finds and uses throughout the episode. It runs into some other characters as well, which are okay, I guess, for the first episode. So I enjoyed it. I'm going to give the first episode an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a good premiere. The only thing, again, same with Dead City, is that the roster is very limited. So they're building new characters, new rosters for these series. And, it begs to question, like, will any of these characters be really memorable? Maybe for this one, it's Isabelle might be the one. For the Daryl spinoff series, it could be kind of most memorable for it. But you don't have, because you just have him by himself, you don't have any other characters from Walking Dead OG. It sort of feels like, I don't know, like a side adventure for Daryl or something like this. Something of the sort like that. But it looks like a movie. That's the thing about it. Like it feels like a side adventure, something like that. But it's got the movie look to it, I think. And that's really great. There's a little bit of maybe a Game of Thrones type of vibe in it as well, too, to some degree, I think, with all the retro stuff and everything, and the old world. So it's cool, man. It's really cool. I'm glad they did this series, and I think it'll probably go for a few seasons, I think, until maybe the story kind of runs its course. I'm also interested to see them start to show in some of the other episodes how he got there, because it's sort of like just when the episode starts, it kind of lambasts you with it. You're just like, he's here, right? Like because we see him in the Walking Dead finale episode and stuff, and he's looking for Rick or whatever. He goes off on his own, says bye to everybody, rides off into the sunset, but then just bam, he's over here now. He's a different continent now. So obviously there's something that happened between there. Would like to see them in these episodes start to kind of show some of the events that got him from Commonwealth type area with Carol and everybody else to France where he's at here. But it's cool, man. What a cool concept. What a cool idea. Looks great and feels almost like a Walking Dead Daryl movie for me anyway. So comments below, what did you guys think of the first episode, L'ame Perdue, for the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon spin-off series? Are you interested to see the rest of the first season? And, what do you think this versus the original Walking Dead series? How do you feel about it? So thumbs up, subscribe at the bottom. See you again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.